Dual survivors? No, I'm not talking about one of my favorite shows on the Discovery Channel. Surviving the nastiest, wildest places on Earth is child's play for veteran survivalists. How about 3 kids under 4 years old or 2-year-old twins at Disney World? Now that's a challenge. We're up to the challenge. Let's figure this out together as we go Geekin on Walt Disney World. Welcome to episode 66 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your co-host, Curtis Stone. We are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast that will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. And tonight, we don't have Lindsay, the daughter, the sweetest, cutest daughter in the world. She is working tonight, but I don't want to miss a chance to have a podcast and have some fun with my friends, my super geeks, and other folks out there in the community. And tonight, I'm bringing on Jen Galambus. How are you doing, Jen?
Great. How's everybody else doing?
We're doing great, and you've been on the show before. I think you even participated in one of our roundtables before, too.
I did, yes.
And Jen, I understand you're doing a little bit of trip planning for some people, some professionally.
I am. Something I've wanted to do for about 2 years now and finally just did it. And I'm way excited and it's so much fun. I get to go to Disney every day.
In your mind.
Exactly.
I know, it's fun to share. And I love telling, giving advice for people off the cuff. And anyways, that is awesome. I'm sure. Did you just say you got your first client going?
Yeah, first clients are leaving May 17th.
Ooh, so are they all prepared?
Of course, because they're, they got me as their travel agent.
I know.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you know all about it, so that's awesome. And a good family friend and super geek also, Judy Ludwig is with us. Hi, Judy.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, Judy. Hey, I wanted to ask you, we started a private Facebook page for our super geeks, which is really people who have been on the podcast before. I keep it private and I only let those people in there, or you can buy your way in. I'll tell you about that in the show. I can be bribed and it's a lot of fun. I'm getting great engagement there. It's awesome. And Judy, what is this little poster you put out there? Or it's it's outside of a restaurant and it says Disney's Dole Whip Pineapple Float is here.
I saw that online on another blog I follow, and it said that if you go down to Old Saybrook, there's that restaurant. I can't remember the name right now, but they claim they have Dole Whip down there.
In Old Saybrook.
I've got to try it. It's about a 2-hour drive from here.
Right. So we are in the northern Connecticut, and Old Saybrook's on the coast, Long Island Sound.
Right, but it sounds like a nice trip some sunny Sunday afternoon and check it out. I'm sure it won't taste the same as the real Dole Whip.
It would be interesting to compare, wouldn't it?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll have to check it out.
And Judy, you just got back. We had a podcast with you and talking with Lindsay and going over the highlights of that. Are you down in the Disney dumps now?
Yeah, it seems like we were there forever ago.
So long ago now.
Yeah, and it's only been about 3 weeks, but it seems like forever ago.
I know. It goes so fast, and we're going to try to cheer you up. We will try to cheer you up tonight. We've got 2 guests with us, husband and wife. And I got to get back to my notes real quick here. I'm walking through Facebook. We got David and Claudia from Miami, Florida. How are you guys doing?
We're great. How are you?
I am awesome. David, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks for having us on.
And thanks for contacting me on an email. I put that invitation out to anybody to give me a contact with an email, Twitter, or what have you. And you did that quite a while ago. And I've had such a backlog of guests that want to come on. And it's been probably a while since you contacted me. But you had a great topic in that you have you have twins. I was like, two, one of each, don't you?
One of each, boy and girl.
And they're 2 years old?
Yep.
Yeah, they'll be 3 in a couple months, but we're happy they're 2 right now.
That's right. It's a great age, and you brought up something that's dear to my heart, and that's traveling or doing Disney World with young kids. And I think it's a great topic. I know when my wife and I've talked about this story. We have 3 kids, all 2 years apart. And when they were young, we took them to a local amusement park here, and it wasn't necessarily a pleasant experience. And I can remember doing my research for Disney World. We knew that we would wait till the youngest was about 5 or 6 years old before we ever made, of course it's an expensive travel and trip for us. Right. And it was, the other thing about it was going to be my wife and I's first time. Well, her first time. I was there for a business trip, but my first time with the family. So we really, I don't know, we knew we were going to want to enjoy the parks too. And of course, there are some challenges. I remember reading the unofficial guide on this topic, and they're very good. We talked to Bob Selinger actually on a podcast, who is the founder of that book and series. And I'm really impressed on the way they try to get your mind to understand that young kids, you just can't really go hard. But you got some tips for us that we're going to go through first of all. And that's awesome. We'll do that. So anyone going down there, maybe for the first time with young kids, can. I think it's mindset. If you're ready for it, yeah. And then the other thing we'll do is I asked everybody on the panel here to do what would be their top must-dos. I said for 2-year-olds, but for young kids, what would be something that you think they would really want to do if they were going to Disney World, especially for the first time? I came up with a few, and then we'll just go around the table and talk through some of those and why we think those are good. And also, you guys got you bought into the DVC.
Yes, we did.
That is exciting. How long ago was that?
We closed back in November, so we're just waiting to take our first real trip on the DVC.
Awesome. So we'll get into a little bit of pre-trip reports on what you got planned for that.
Sure.
And how far is Disney World from Miami?
Well, without little kids in the car, you can probably make it in just under 3 hours. But with potty breaks and stops and stretch the legs, it probably takes us about 4.
Okay. Yeah, see, everything's a little bit longer, isn't it, with the little guys?
Oh, absolutely.
We've actually mastered a leaving plan. If we load them in the car around 4 a.m., which is when they start to toss and turn. Yeah. We load them. The car ride actually puts them back to sleep. So we get a solid 2 to 3 hours that we can just shoot straight up to Orlando without worrying that they'll wake up. So that's been smart.
There's the first tip. Great plan. My family, we loved going down to Wildwood, New Jersey, which is about a 5.5 hour trip without traffic. And I can remember just horrible trips in the car with them killing and kicking and screaming and we did one trip after we went to Disney World for the first, I think it was the second trip down, we drove and we were trying to save some money, and I was really not looking forward to 20 plus hours in the car with them. And would you believe they were actually really good?
Wow.
I couldn't believe they must have mentally just prepared for a long trip. This was back quite a few years ago when, of course, there was no iPads, but I bought a power inverter for the car and I put a TV there. The boys, I know, played some video games, although they got nauseous within the first hour. But we did try that, but they stayed pretty entertained. Only on the way back, I remember them having one meltdown, which was not bad for 40 plus hours in the car. But all right. So let's what's your second tip then? Where you want to go next with bringing these little guys to the parks?
Sure. The key for us, and it was a change in mindset because we grew up, we both grew up in Miami before we met each other. We were, Miami, we've lived here all our lives. Yeah. And we used to go up to Disney a lot for long weekends during the summer or whenever. The first thing and the most important thing to keep in mind for us now that we're parents is that the trip's all about the babies.
Yeah.
not about me wanting to ride Pirates or her wanting to ride Space Mountain. The key is let's enjoy the babies and let's enjoy it through them.
And that might be a little bit different for like my experience. Like I said, my wife and I dreamed of going to Disney World, and we never went as we were kids. We were in our 30s or 40s before we went for our first time. So we were excited to go. It was a dream of our life. So it was tough for us. That's why I think we waited a little bit. And I probably wouldn't have had as much patience as you would have, because you'd been there before. So I can understand that. I remember seeing a young family there. We were over at the Tower of Terror. They must have had 8 kids. I was trying to count them all. They were all running around. Mom had one with a bottle, and my wife and I were looking at each other. I'm like, I hope they're locals, because I don't know how you could get 8 kids down there. But,
and they got discounts. That's insane.
Yeah, right. Imagine the cost. That occurred to me too. Okay, that's a great point. So what else with the little guys?
Well, for us, since they're twins, we had them in a double stroller, and it's a double wide, so it actually makes it a little tougher to get through where we're going.
Right.
But we find that having a stroller that's side by side is optimal, because that way you can actually drop down the seats, recline it. So when the babies are ready for their naps, you just recline the seat and no one's on anyone else's lap. And if you don't have it, we use our stroller as like our mobile command base.
Pretty much. That's where they nap. That's where we change diapers. That's where we fed. That's where, if they were exhausted, that's where they sat. So it was really it was a huge station to do it all. The fact that they're potty trained now is it's made our lives significantly easier every time we go to Disney.
Right.
Because there's no more diaper changes, which was insane. But yeah.
You always had to pack enough diapers. But
Correct.
the nice thing about the strollers, you had enough storage. You could keep extra water bottles, extra changes of clothes.
Right.
One thing that I found early on one of our trips are the portable battery packs that are the chargers for your cell phone.
Yeah.
Because using my Disney experience, trying to keep up with the fast tracks, I guess their Wi-Fi just really sucks the battery out of your phone.
Okay. Yeah.
So having that in the stroller all the time really helped us, because it kept us charged.
Hey, as a geek, I understand, and my wife bought everybody one of those for Christmas, and we're loving those things.
Absolutely. Let me say on that battery charger, we went into the park the first day, not realizing that we thought we had charged our phones, and we got in the park and we were down like 20% battery, and Lindsay showed up with a fully charged charger, and she charged both our phones for us.
Yeah, it was a
lifesaver. 2
inputs, and
yeah, it was great.
Yeah, Mama says that Lindsay's loving that. I think there's proof, Judy. Thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
I was just listening
to get one.
I was listening to a podcast today about the iWatch and how it actually. Are you thinking about that, Judy? I know is Apple geek.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get an iWatch.
But one thing he was saying was that it doesn't use up much battery, and your phone doesn't use up as much battery when you do that. But anyway, that's a whole other topic.
I also, if you don't mind, I love what they wrote about the strollers, because going twice now with 2 little ones, we had a sit and stand, which is a regular stroller in the front, and the back is a place where your older child can stand.
Yes.
And I wished I had a side-by-side double stroller, particularly this last time, because my oldest was 6, but she still needed a rest, and the sit and stand just didn't do it. It didn't give her, and I think there could have been times where she would have slept, and we could have gotten more time in. So in fact, I told my clients this time, rent one, because they're coming from Pennsylvania as well. And I think it is an extra expense, but I may do it next time we go.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you guys knew about renting.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the rentals they're using are the same stroller we use, which is a City Mini.
Yes, yeah.
They're very durable, very sturdy, very spacious, very practical. They're quick to close, quick to open, so they're really convenient across the board.
Now, the one place we found the stroller can be an issue is getting on the trams.
Yes.
because it's the two of us, the two babies. You have to fold up the stroller. So we found we'd have to park and walk, or if at all possible, use the monorail.
Oh, okay.
I think boats at Epcot and Hollywood Studios are ones you can roll on the stroller without having to take it apart.
I mean, that's the one thing going through when you say side by side or double stroller. I think that's quite a heavy piece of equipment. Dad's got to tote around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to rely on the kindness of strangers last time I got on a tram. I almost fell off.
It's a 2-man job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel for you guys when you're trucking that around. And I know you're mentioning a travel bag. Is one of your things too. You've got all kinds of stuff you're carrying around. The younger those kids are.
As a matter of fact, the travel bag was another thing we highly recommend, to have it every night before we go to bed. We already have it stocked up for the next day.
Yeah.
That way in the morning we can just grab and go.
Are you able to be rope droppers and open up the parks early?
We haven't done the rope drop yet. We usually get there maybe 5-10 minutes afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder. I think because I know one of our strategies, especially for Magic Kingdom, is to get there early, because it seems like the young families just can't get it all together early enough to crowd. They can't crowd up the Fantasyland too early, because it's hard to get the kids up and out.
Yeah, well, they're the ones that are up at 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning. It's trying to drag Dad out of bed.
That's right.
I'm just tired.
Exactly. It's not the kids, it's the parents. And in my case, too, it's my husband as well.
Okay.
To get him out of bed.
The kids are excited and ready to go?
Oh, the kids and me are ready to go.
Yeah. Well, I know moms. My wife's the same way. She's the biggest kid.
No, we're early morning risers.
I am too. All right. What's another good tip?
Well, we all of the fast passes that we get, we schedule as early as possible. We try to get, the way that we do the parks usually is that we aim to get all the rides in the morning.
What?
And once it gets really hot is when we actually head back. We head back to the hotel. And that's when we'll schedule a pool time or a nap time at the hotel. And then we oftentimes head back to the parks at night.
Yeah.
The heat's just so unbearable on the kids that ultimately the wisest choice for us is to leave the park when it's really hot. It's also so packed that it's just not, with the stroller and the kids complaining with the heat, it's the best thing is to go back to the hotel.
Do you find that they love the pool even as much or more than the parks?
I know I do. That's the first thing I looked at all the resorts is a pool.
When my kids were little, we did the same thing. We would go in the parks early, and then we always would come out. We used to camp, and so we'd go back to the campground and swim or take a break and have something to eat, and then go back in when it cooled down and the crowds were less.
Where do you guys usually stay?
When we first started going, we were staying at the moderates. We were going between the Port Orleans or the Caribbean Beach.
Yeah.
But now that we actually bought into DVC at the Boardwalk.
Excellent.
We do have Boardwalk scheduled later this year, but the one we're really excited about, which I think we're going to miss you by maybe a week, is the Polynesian.
Yeah. The reason I asked too is because the closer you are with the resort to the parks, the easier it is to get back to the hotel for pool time and just the travel time, I think, would be easier. Yeah.
Well, the thing we found is the first time we went with the babies, they would go and they'd actually take a nap in the strollers. Mm-hmm. But then we're worn down and they're full of energy. So that's why we'd have to leave the park, kind of let them get a little more tired. Because, I think that's the most important lesson we learned the entire time we were there, is let them get tired out, let them run, let them sweat, let them burn as much energy as possible.
So we know all the little running spots that are like safe, that they can just run, exert all their energy. We're happy, we enjoy watching them. So when they come back, they're ready to zone out.
Yeah, otherwise they'll stay up. Usually their bedtime's 7:30, and for whatever reason at Disney, they don't want to go to bed till 11 if you let them.
Oh, they're excited then. They enjoy it. Do they enjoy it? Do they know?
They love it.
Yeah.
They love it. But they get by the fireworks at night, they're so exhausted they sleep through the fireworks. That's insane.
Okay.
So they're tired. They're beat.
You mentioned the heat. Now, you guys are from Miami, so I got to believe you're at least used to the heat.
No. You know, we're used to the heat, but we've got really good AC. So when it's really hot outside, we don't hang out outside. We like to stay indoors when it's really hot.
That's good to know. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, it's really hard to be outside when it's 90 degrees, and then the thing is, it's not so much the heat, it's all the crowds, and that it gets a little hectic on all of us.
Yeah, I've never been so hot than when I was in Florida.
That's right.
Actually, one of our, I think it may have been our first trip. We actually pushed it a little too far that day, and it almost felt like both of us had heat exhaustion.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to. That's a great point with the little guys. I know my nephew, they had a real serious problem with that heat exhaustion, and he like passed out, and they had to revive him. So yeah, you got to be really careful and drink plenty of water. And you got to really watch those kids. I know you said they're running around, but you got to have plenty of water available for sure.
I bought clip-on fans, and I put a clip-on on each side of the stroller. Of course, they were the foam fans, and they got ripped off within no time, but we bought them and they worked for 2 days, so those were good though.
Everybody that saw them thought they were cool.
Well, I liked how Disney has all those little water things to run through too, and keep yourself wet. All right.
Now, you had asked us where we stayed. Now, once the babies were born, we started, we felt more comfortable staying on property because it was closer. We knew, we knew Disney's a lot more responsible if you happen to have an issue with bed bugs or any kind of craziness like that, which you always have to check.
Yeah.
But they won us over with the level of service we had a couple times that we had issues.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Like one of the times we had brought milk for the babies, their yogurts, their cheese, all the foods for them. We set it up in the mini fridge at the hotel, and the mini fridge was actually broken.
Okay.
So all the food spoiled when we got back that night. Claudia called the front desk because she's the whenever we have to complain, I always let Claudia handle it because she's really good at it.
What's her secret?
Yeah, she's firmly sweet.
My mom is German, so I know how to be short with word. With few words, I'm able to say a lot. So I think I learned from her.
Well, I'll comment on that. I think I think people, like you said, Disney is great and they'll handle things. I don't think they like to be abused though. So they might, some people call up and they're really obnoxious. But I think you said it right. What was the way you put it? Firm but sweet.
Firmly sweet.
Yeah.
You have to be. They bend over backwards whenever there's an issue going on. So you have to treat them kindly and express gratitude, and that's one thing I always did. I said, listen, you guys are wonderful. The hotel is outstanding. The service has been great. Room service has been great. The rooms are always clean. However,
but they actually went as far as to send one of their employees to the supermarket and replace everything we had lost, and bring it back that night. And you don't get that kind of service staying anywhere else.
That's outstanding. That's really awesome. And I like that advice. That's I think that's great advice for anyone because you're going to have issues. I mean, it always amazes me that things might be broken in the room and no one's mentioned it. No one's reported it because they'll fix it. They'll come right up and take care of things. So that's great. If Jen, have you guys experienced any kind of problems in your stays?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. So
no, we've been pretty.
They weren't big enough. But it definitely, I just can't think of any real big right now. But the things I do remember, if you're just real sweet and say, look, I know this last time, and it wasn't necessarily with the hotel, just with the our dining reservations kept on getting lost.
Yeah.
And I just, real nicely said, can we look at this, and if you're just nice about it and say, I understand, what can you do? They'll do it, and to the best that they can. And if you're gracious about it, they may even go the extra mile.
Yeah, we all know those stories where they do a little pixie dust on you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We had gone to a resort. They were tiny. I think it was the first day that we got there. And we went to the pool area. And our son was playing around a little splash zone. And he fell. And he hit his nose on the edge of the slide. Well, they bent over backwards. They really were concerned. And they drove us to urgent care. Our son was okay.
Yeah.
But they every night for the next 3 nights, they left him like a Chip and Dale little character in the room. Another night when we got home, they had balloons on the pillows. So they tried hard to make sure he was happy and we were okay.
That's outstanding. I mean, how they remembered more than one night too.
Yep.
That's really cool.
3 nights.
Yeah. Now we always go out of our way to let them know, pull aside a manager and let them know we've had good service, and always, we're always real big on encouraging and praising them for special, anytime they do anything special or they do something real nice. My sister was in the college program back in the day as well.
Yep.
So whenever they do that, we go out of our way to make sure we speak to a manager, we speak to someone to let them know that we've had a great experience with that cast member.
That's great, David. And, Lindsay, I remember she did that when we were down there last time. Of course, she is in the college program right now. But there's a special name for it. I know we walked up to Epcot's guest services, and they had us fill out a card, I think it was. Was that your experience? I know we had their name, and we left a note that we could write it out and leave the cast. They had a special card that they gave us for that. I think that's great. Lindsay was so excited. I forget what they call it. There's a special name when the supervisor actually gives them a little reward for doing something. They'll either, a guest will say something, or they'll see the cast member in action. Disney, with their cast members, likes to give them little rewards and thank them too. So that's awesome. Those people work really hard, don't they?
Absolutely.
I mean, I think there's some guests that think the world owes them everything, which really is a pet peeve and annoys me. Mm-hmm. And they take a lot from some people when they take some abuse they really don't deserve. That's my opinion.
No, I agree. And I've seen, as a matter of fact, we've seen that where someone's been, we had a situation, I want to say it was at Magic Kingdom, where someone was calling out one of the cast, someone was just being a jerk to one of the cast members. And Claudia went out of her way to talk to the supervisor and let the supervisor know that the cast member was actually great. It's just that the person was a jerk.
Yeah, they were having a bad day.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a little bit of that New York attitude on somebody. What's that, Judy?
We've always found the cast members to go way above and beyond anything they needed to do. And we've, too, filled out some other reports and told their supervisors what a great job they've done.
Some of the people that abuse this, they're almost going out of their way because it's Disney, because they're expecting so much more or something. There's another attitude that's a little higher level. I saw a guy at the Beaches and Cream. He had definitely that New York. I mean, I recognize that New York. It was like a New York attitude. Like I live in this area, so I know in Connecticut can be like that too. But he was just giving them. And he just kept coming. He came back like 2 or 3 times. And the cast members were so great. They just brushed it off like nothing. I was fuming. But, all right. Excellent. Any other good tips for the little guys? I see Rider Swap you guys were talking about. Tell me about Rider Swap.
Sure. Rider Swaps worked out great because our kids just aren't tall enough, for example, to ride Star Tours. So We'll go up to the Rider Swap line. They'll give me, I'll go in, they'll give Claudia the fast pass to go back. And then I'm usually lucky enough that she doesn't want to ride it, so I get to ride it twice.
So you get both rider swaps.
Absolutely.
You don't get nauseous on that one? The Star Tours?
No. I mean, you'll have a rough time getting me on a roller coaster, but Star Tours I'll ride all day.
Those video stuff ones that with the stuff flashing by me, it gets worse and worse. I get that motion sickness. I can do I can do the roller coaster, except for the one that's giving me the hard time now is the Mount Everest. I might not go back on that one. The backwards gets me.
I haven't done it once yet, so I'll take your word for it. Thank you.
Oh, you're too scared to get on that one, huh?
Yeah.
And you got the excuse of the 2-year-olds then for now.
That's
now,
right.
yeah.
Now, what are you going to do?
happens.
What are you going to do? Say, Dad, come on. I want you to go on with me. What are you going to do then?
I'll tell them, listen, Dad's got to stay with the stuff. Let's go with Mom.
Yeah, Mom can do it.
You're 16 years old, but I'll watch the stroller. Don't worry about it.
Well, there's a little bit for everybody at Disney World. All right. Any other tips before we get into our top 5 lists?
I've got a packing tip. I'm very OCD, very organized. I'm a teacher. I have twins, so everything has to be nice and neat. I have to have everything on a schedule. So when I began to pack our initial trip, when we took them the first time, they were 1. Yeah. So I had to take a lot of extra clothing and a lot of extra. So I had organized the luggage in a certain way that all of my daughters was on the left, all of my sons was on the right. I had all the shirts together, the pants together. But I realized shortly after the convenience of, I make these rolls out of their clothing. I lay out the shorts, and then I put the shirt, and then I put the underwear, and then I add the socks, and I roll it up.
Yeah.
It made our lives so much easier in the hotel room, because it's literally you grab a roll. Okay, you dress a kid, I dress a kid. All right, we're ready to go. There's no having to look for this doesn't match, and the socks don't go with the shirt, and then my husband happens to pick out, mix and match clothing. So it made everyone's life so much easier.
She actually started doing the same with my clothes. So.
Yeah,
my wife. Really true.
My wife packs my clothes too. Don't worry, David. It's easier that way. Trust me.
Packs, we're good.
Hey, we have to have efficiency.
I'm sorry. Can I add to that? Just
Yep.
I use Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
Ziploc bag. I like the rolling, but the Ziploc with me for some reason, I guess I just am not a good roller because a sock will fall off or something like that. With the Ziploc bags, though, I even will get to the point where I'll label them. This is what they're wearing Monday. This is what they're wearing Tuesday. And I was a teacher in a former life.
Nice.
So I feel you. I understand. And then
if you use the Ziploc bags, you've got somewhere to put the dirty clothes when they're done at the end of the day.
I do. Exactly. So when I'm unpacking and once I get to the hotel, I just open up the drawer, throw in their little baggies, and you're done. Same thing with the rolling.
Perfect.
See, what Claudia does is she brings a garbage bag, like one of the kitchen size ones, and that's the laundry bag. So everything that's worn gets thrown in there. Yeah. Right. So at the end, you just throw the big garbage bag back in one of the luggages.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one tip that we learned on our last trip. When we went to Animal Kingdom. When you show up, since we're driving up, we'll bring, rather than waste time over there going to the supermarket, we bring the groceries with us. If the room isn't ready, the hotel actually has refrigerated storage for you.
Right.
So they can store your food in a refrigerator and it won't go bad.
That's so convenient because we'll shoot up that same morning, head over to a park.
Yeah, that saved us a lot of time.
Yeah.
I love these little efficiency tricks.
Mm-hmm. You have to survival.
That's it. Just like my intro. Surviving with 2-year-olds. It is. It's survival. Did you ever have a major conniption fit or flop on the ground with the kids?
Claudia did that once, but once the kids started running, she got right back up and had to go after them.
That's funny. One of my favorite ones, my favorite one was my wife and I. Of course, again, we raised 3 kids. This is when our kids were older. And we were at Magic Kingdom. And I love watching all the different nationalities and people from different countries. And there was a Japanese couple with young kids. And the little Japanese kid did the fit on the ground, slapping and screaming. And her and I both looked at each other and we just thought that was so cute to see another country doing the exact same thing. Another culture, and their culture is very I don't know what's the word, quiet or proper.
Yeah.
So it just made me feel good.
Our kids won't have fits per se, but when we know we've pushed them to the limit is when they'll start to whine and complain. You don't whine and complain in Disney. You're in Disney. There's no whining allowed. But once they whine is when we know, okay, we've got to call it quits for a little while, let them unwind, let them relax, and then we'll head back.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got it managed very well. Your strategy seems to work so that you don't, I think some parents might think, they may not even know that how tiring it would be. And there's just so much to see. There's over sensory.
That's right. Much overload.
It's overload.
Our biggest issue with them has been like you'll go to the stores and we walk out of the store and we realize they have toys that they didn't have.
This happens all the time. And he's like, you go. I'm like, no, you go. And we'll complain with some bear. I go back. I'm like, I'm so sorry. In the stroller, he just reached over. He grabbed. And it's never the cheap toys. It's always the $30, $40 ones.
Little shoplifters. Yep.
Yes. So embarrassing.
I don't think there are any cheap toys, but
no, right. But I was always amazed that the stores, when I was a kid, my mother, I'm sure she gave me a good slap in the pants if I were to grab something and play with it in the store. And of course, at Disney World, the kids are all playing with the stuff and they encourage it. And I guess you can even walk out with it and they hardly even know you got it.
It's at such a low level that it's so easy. They reach all the toys from the stroller. That's crazy.
I understand.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
I have a question for Dave. You've talked so much about Magic Kingdom. Have you ever taken the kids over to Epcot?
Oh, yes.
As a matter of fact, I want to say we're probably more of an Epcot family than a Magic Kingdom family. Yep. My son's favorite ride is an Epcot. And Epcot has a lot of really good large spaces for them to run.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, it does.
They got that little water splashing area too. What's the favorite ride?
Gila, Mexico, the Donald Duck. Where's Donald Duck with the other ducks? He thinks it's the most amazing mystery to solve ever. And we'll ride it over and over. And Mama, where's Donald? I'm like, I don't know. Let's look for. Oh, it's great.
That's so. Yep. The boat ride you're talking about.
The Fiesta.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Oh, that's great.
And it's always empty, which is wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Well,
he will actually we'll be at the resort and we haven't last time it was a day we weren't sure which park we were going to hit that the next day. We asked him what he wants and he tells us, Mama, Papa, I want Donald.
Epcot we won.
Well, I understand what he's saying. I love the Donald that's outside, the Mexican Donald you get your picture with. I love that guy. I always they wouldn't let me take my picture with him last time, but I've gotten some good pictures with him.
Now, is that because of the margaritas or is that just because of that?
Yeah, my wife's dragging my arm, pulling me to the margarita stand, so she won't let me take pictures with Donald. Exactly, David. You listen to the show, I can tell.
Yes, I do.
My wife, Margita, would love your little boy to go with her Auntie Margita to go on the Mexican boat ride because that's one of her favorites too. She loves that. Maybe it's not just because she just had a margarita. It is one of her favorites. All right. That sounds great, guys. And I know you read, I want to read this too. You said the most important tip, the trip is for the babies to enjoy, which you said, David, for them to enjoy and for you to enjoy them. And of course, that's what Walt Disney wanted. It was a place that he could bring his daughters and have a family time. And I think you guys are an awesome family that you really enjoy and know how to do it right. That's great. And they even love to see a happy Mickey, right? That's all they need.
That's right.
Perfect. All right. Let's get into some top 5 lists. And David, you guys, and Claudia, what would be some of your top 5 must-dos for the young guys?
I'll start off with my list. It's a Small World is just the first time I took the twins on that, I think I sobbed hysterically. I could barely see any of the little people singing. I was a mess because it's just such a beautiful memory. The kids were so enthralled looking and it was beautiful.
Oh, cool.
So that's a definite must. They love Peter Pan. The Mexico ride in Epcot is a must with my son. They love the Little Mermaid, and then the carousel that's right next to the whole Peter Pan It's a Small World location. So those are my 5 musts that we've got to do with the kids.
Absolutely.
A lot of fantasy land there.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Which
Now,
makes sense.
For me, I think the most important thing is to get Dad his pork nachos.
Yes, I read that. I like that, David. I talked about that. I read that and talked about it in another podcast. That's going to be one of my must-dos when I go down.
Yeah, especially if you're staying at the Poly. I mean, there's no excuse not to. I think I'm going to get pork nachoed out on my next Poly trip.
What's so special about the pork nachos at Captain Cook's?
It's the combination of flavors. You got the spicy sauce going. You got the cheese sauce. The pork's great, and then the nachos are actually, I think they're fried wontons. I tried a couple times to see if I can get Disney to give me the recipe.
Yeah, it didn't work out very well.
There's an email you can send them an email and send a request. Yeah. And I actually got a phone call back telling me, listen, we had to call you back because we realized just how much you love the nachos. But we can't give you the recipe. But keep trying.
I gotta tell you, you should have read the letter that he sent to Disney. His email. You read it and you felt so bad for him because he was so dramatic. He's like, I love them and I'm craving them and my next trip is in 4 months and I can't. Oh, it was hysterical.
I'll have to mail you a batch from when I get down there.
Nice.
They won't make them. It won't make it back home. You'll eat them first. Now,
well, I love pork. I'm a barbecue guy. I love cooking my own pork on the barbecue, and I love nachos, but I've never really mixed them two. So I'm really excited to try that, and it's so cool that I could be going so many times, and by doing the podcast, I get to learn something new for a must do. So that's cool.
Great.
And I'm going to be staying at the Polynesian, so that is going to be definitely. I'm keeping a list. All right, Dave, why don't you give me some of your list for the must-dos?
Small World, every time the babies have to do it, they always ask for they call them the nenes, which is Spanish for the little kids.
Oh, nice.
So they want that ride. The shooting water fountains, the ones that kind of shoot the water from one end to the other over, I guess it's near Imagination, maybe?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was first thinking of the water that squirts out of the ground. It's kind of in the middle before World Showcase, but now, dumb me. That is great. Do you slap the water when it goes flying by?
Absolutely, and they'll chase it and they'll laugh and they'll just look there. And I mean, between that and running after the ducks, that's their favorite thing.
Hours of fun.
Yeah,
that's right.
Now, the Mexico ride, which Claudia already talked about, we can't miss it. Otherwise, my son won't speak to us.
That's awesome.
They love their animals. The Jungle Cruise, they love that one. And then the real animals at the Kilimanjaro Safari.
Right.
I mean, that one we'll try to ride it twice back to back if we get there early enough because they can't get enough of that one.
Yeah. Do you like? I love the gorillas, the Pangani Forest. I like walking over there. Do they get to see the close up the gorillas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a lot of fun with those.
That's great. All right. How about Jen? Do you have any?
Just a couple. My top 5s are never more like top 10. But
go ahead. We got time.
I did ask my 6-year-old because now she's been 3 times. She said, for her first thing was Small World as well. Like that's when the second we walk into Magic Kingdom, can we go on the Small World? It's a Small World. Can we go?
Wow.
So, but then I kind of added my little twist to it is really any classic ride, Small World, Tiki Room, TTA, Carousel Progress, was it Prince Charming's Regal Carousel, Dumbo.
Yes.
And then my personal favorite, Ariel, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think with little ones, it's all, and then she said Anna and Elsa, and I said, can we expound on that some? So she said the princesses, and I said any characters.
Yeah.
The characters, I think, at this age, when they're really young, are really important because by the time they get older, most of the time, they just want to ride the rides.
Right.
And so to get those cute little pictures of them.
Perfect.
She said the caramel corn in Germany randomly.
Snacks. Yeah, I like snacks. That's a great idea.
And I think to expound on that was just basically snacks. The Mickey bars, Mickey pretzels, popcorn.
I got to ask David and Claudia, your kids have a favorite snack in the parks?
We take a lot of their snacks with us.
Yeah.
They're into dried fruit. I've tried to feed them as healthy as I could. So they're not into the whole, we try to lug a lot with us.
Usually when we go to Epcot, by the time the babies fall asleep is when Claudia goes to Germany and gets her caramel apples.
Nice. Yes.
So she waits till they're sleeping. That way she doesn't have to share.
Smart woman.
Good trick.
You have no idea, though. I'm super disappointed. The last 2 times we've gone, I used to like a caramel apple that was dipped in white chocolate.
Oh.
It was called the apple pie. They no longer make it.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Oh,
so sad.
I hate when they do that. Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, but I'll settle for another one. They're not as good, but good enough. So
yeah. Excellent. All right, Jen, did you have any more?
Character buffets.
Yeah.
Caitlin specifically mentioned the pancakes with Doc McStuffins, but I think character buffets are good so everybody can eat a lot and get real nice and full, and but then also see the characters. And then one last thing is play in the pool. Take the time out. Yeah. Go back and just relax by the pool. And now a lot of them are getting really fun kids play areas. Like Definitely. The Poly, they just opened. Theirs looks amazing. We were there at the Wilderness Lodge when they just opened theirs. It was so much fun.
Perfect. All right. How about a grandma's point of view?
Well, as a grandma, when your little girl gets a little older, you should take her to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo Boutique in the castle. I did that with my granddaughter, and she absolutely loved it. Yeah, and they've got the Pirate's Adventure for the boys.
Right, and I was going to say, even if you don't go that far, at least get them dressed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get them dressed up. When we were over in Epcot earlier this month, when you leave Future World and head up to the World Showcase, they've got a playground now for the kids with slides and all kinds of jungle gyms that they can climb on, which I think would be a great way for them to get rid of some of their energy.
Yeah, there's an area. I'm thinking of another area.
And those are new.
There's an area that they change a lot between kind of the Imagination and World Showcase in that back over the corner over there. Sometimes if they have a movie or something, there's stuff going on over there.
Well, now they've got a playground, and it looks pretty permanent.
Yeah.
And Lindsay was saying that that's pretty new.
We saw that last year at the, I think they set up all the playgrounds for the Flower and Garden Festival. Mm. Mm-hmm. And they also set up a bunch of, they set up a whole area just for the kids to smell the different like mint and basil. And that was real neat. And that's in that area we're talking about.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. And then there's definitely the parades. Do your kids like the parades?
They love.
To me, that's a must-do.
Yep.
Agreed. But we try to hang around for the second parade, because usually the second of everything is less packed than the first.
Excellent.
Yeah, we saw the first one, but the new parade that's there right now is it's amazing. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
And, as Jen was saying, the classics like Country Bear Jamboree is always a lot of fun. My kids always enjoyed that. Yeah. I think they still do.
And if you're traveling, make sure you do at least a couple days in Magic Kingdom, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
At least do 2 days, right? To get the full experience. All right. Any more there?
No, that's, Well, I don't know the age, but the Jedi training over at Hollywood Studios is really great.
Of course.
For both the boys and the girls. That was so much fun. But I have been reading, I think you have to sign up really early in the morning to even get a spot to do it. It fills up pretty fast. Absolutely.
And Judy, what was the game that Lindsay was teaching you in Magic Kingdom?
Sorcerers.
Sorcerers
Adventure.
Yeah.
Sorcerer's Kingdom, something like that. Yeah. I don't know if the kids would enjoy it yet. They're pretty young, but the parents would certainly like it.
I think that would be something for you guys to try out if you haven't done that.
Yeah, that's really neat.
No, we haven't tried that yet.
You get the cards when you get into the Magic Kingdom where the old firehouse used to be, just past the city hall. And you go in and they give you cards, and then you go to certain portals all over the Magic Kingdom and you fight the villains of Hades. It's really, really cool.
Very interactive. And then you can keep the cards, and if you don't finish the game, you can always go back and pick it up where you left off.
Mm-hmm.
So those are all great games. They do the same kind of thing in Epcot with there's a game over there that you can do too, similar. All right, I'll give you my quick list, but you guys took mine all. So I'll tell you which ones you took, except for maybe one. The dress up, I had two with the pirates and the princess. I really like the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween for trick or treating with little guys. Get them dressed up, especially you guys are locals. You can get them dressed up. That'd be easy, and that would be a great time to do that. I don't know if you've ever done that before.
We didn't do that because it actually sold out before we could go last time. But when we went on a Disney cruise, it was Halloween, and they set up trick or treating stations.
Yep.
And they encouraged you to bring costumes on board.
Right.
Yes, I've heard that. And one of my podcast guests told me about that. That's awesome. So we're big kids. We enjoyed the trick or treating. Mm-hmm. Of course, Mom, you might not want all that candy, so Dad's gonna have to eat it all.
Mommy stores it up, and I give it to my triplets, and my husband's a part of the twin batch, and I'll give everybody a candy as the weeks go by.
Their teeth are
gonna
keep
me from having a meltdown.
If you have too much sugar, you get out of hand, I guess, right?
That's right.
Okay, I put pictures too, autographs with Mickey Mouse and characters. The Memory Maker, I think, is a great thing. You got to have all those pictures. Don't miss out on an opportunity. Someone else get their haircut down at the barbershop just came to my mind. Their first haircut.
Yeah.
I put the pool, and Mama said, "Don't forget Dumbo." That was her one contribution when I asked her. Don't forget to ride Dumbo. Okay, awesome. All right, we got a few more minutes here left. This has been a lot of fun, guys. What about the trip? I know you said you bought DVC, and you got a trip coming up in June. What's some of the must-dos for that? You guys looking forward to? You're staying at the Poly, I understand.
Yeah, we're staying up there for our anniversary.
Oh, cool. Right. What year anniversary are you guys?
19.
19? That's me.
8.
It just feels like 19. When you have twins, you have to double everything.
Excellent. So it's an anniversary trip. All right.
Yeah. So hold on, let me cover Claudia's ears because we have I think we're going to have an anniversary dinner at Via Napoli.
All right. And
she just loves it.
How long are you going to stay for?
We're doing 4 nights.
Okay. On the weekend?
The Poly's a lot more points than the Boardwalk.
Yeah, I was just listening to Lou Mangello's podcast. They were talking about they were at the Polynesian. And, of course, I could have looked this up, but the bungalows, you know how much the bungalows are a night? Just like the bungalows for even the cheap ones are like 110 points a night. The 2 bedrooms.
That's insane.
It is.
Yeah, I didn't think 2 nights uses up our year's allowance.
I know it. Can I stay half a night?
Yeah.
Stay for the day?
Can I stay in half the room?
Yeah. Actually, I wonder if you could share, get 2 families together or something. Then you might be able, I don't know if you can do that. I got to check that out. If you can get another family with a bunch of points and kind of share it and do it. But anything at the Polynesian you're looking forward to now that they've been working on a bunch of stuff over there?
We're always excited for the splash areas, for the pools, and it's going to be nice to finally stay at a monorail resort.
Oh, is that your first time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
That's going to make it very convenient.
Sorry?
It's going to make it very convenient.
Yeah, we in the past we've actually gone to the Grand Floridian, maybe grab a little bit of, go grab a snack or something there and take the monorail into the park at night. And it's actually, we've noticed it's nice when we get back, the fireworks are going off so you can watch them from the lagoon. So we're looking forward to being able to watch that from the Polynesian as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, nothing beats, it's our favorite resort, although we love our Bay Lake Tower. But you're going to take the boat, from Magic Kingdom to the Polynesian. You got the monorail. You can do a little pool hopping too.
That's right.
Yeah. And the pork nachos, of course.
And we can't forget those. I'm looking forward to the Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Because we're staying there, I guess it'd be kind of easier because I've heard there's like a 2-hour wait to get in now.
I'm hearing that you can get in there if you get there early, which is they open up at 4:00, and you could actually go in with that. Kids actually might like it because it's a lot like the Jungle Cruise in terms of the things that are happening in there. And they allow kids before 8:00. It's kind of a fun place.
Yeah, I think I'm hoping since we're going to be at the Polynesian, we'll be able to either get in, like you said, when they first open up, or if there's a wait, we can always just hang out back at the room and come back.
No, I'm hearing if you get there early, you're fine, and that's awesome. And I hope the lava pool. I'm not sure what they did different over there, but that should be a lot of fun. That 0 entry pool, good place to hang out. And don't forget the electric water parade. Do you know what that is?
It's been around forever.
It's a classic. It's sure to bring a giggle. The electric water parade, if you don't know what that is, how can you, Judy, you want to describe it?
It's a series of barges with corny little characters with lights that sails across the lake and goes through Bay Lake and through the lagoon and turns around and comes back with incredibly loud music.
Yes.
It's really neat. It's kind of cool.
But you can sit on the beach there and enjoy that.
Right.
And I think that goes on about 10 o'clock at night. So you can watch the fireworks, and then the electric water parade will entertain you before you go to the bed. It's awesome.
But that song will be going on in your head all night long.
Exactly. And then the next night and the next night and the next night.
Along with the horn blast from the boats.
Yeah. All right. Awesome, guys. Did you have some fun? I hope we had some fun.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for joining us. Those were great tips. And you definitely know what you're doing, and you're making the most of your trip and family time over there. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I'm a little bit jealous. You can go anytime you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you ever do it?
You can do
too. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you guys get winter. We don't know what that is.
You don't want to know what that is.
I know exactly.
Hey, it was 98.
Our winter.
It's still winter here.
Degrees and 100% humidity today down here.
Oh, wow.
So.
We had some cold days earlier this week. I couldn't believe it. I was like, when is this winter ever going to stop? I've been going to baseball games and it's freezing. So I'm looking for some hot weather.
Well, we've got a lot of that always.
I know. Lindsay keeps telling me it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only April. My goodness.
Well, yeah, it's turning May tomorrow. Maybe finally. Guys, thank you so much. You are definitely now a part of our family of super geeks. We'll give you access to our private Facebook group. We're having lots of fun there, and I hope you continue to stay in contact with us. And Jen, so I know you got a little travel agency thing going on there. Tell us where they can find you.
Easiest way is facebook.com/F as in fairy tale, T like tail, C concierge, fairy tale concierge, Jennifer. Or my email is jennifer@fairytaleconcierge.com.
Excellent. I'll put that in my show notes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you guys chirping in. How about Judy? You don't really have anything going on like that, do you, Judy? Like a website or anything like that?
No, I don't.
Puppet2.org.
Puppet2.org is us, yeah.
That's Judy and I do puppets for our church with Lindsay. And that's always a lot of fun. We do some charity work together. All right. Yes, and you guys can be a guest on our show too. We love having guests. This is so much fun. sharing this with you guys. And all you got to do is send me an email like David did, kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. You can find me on Twitter too, same kind of handle. Always look in the chat, share, come up with a 5 topic like that. Top 5 topic, those are always fun. Or anything else you can think of, it's awesome. And what else can I tell you? Let's see. You can support the show. Retweet our Twitter or Facebook posts. Share those out. And we always, I'm dying to get a 5-star iTunes review. I haven't seen one of those in a while. You go out to iTunes and put on a 5-star iTunes review. We really appreciate it. Helps our podcast get out there and get known. And people then might even trust us. But we're harmless. And what I was saying, if you wanted to get into that private Facebook group, one of the ways you could do that is by supporting our Patreon campaign, patreon.com/geekinonwdw. Check that out if you want to support us that way. Thanks for going Geekin on WDW with us, and we'll see you real soon. Hey, you guys, thanks for joining me on the show tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, good night.
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 Yeah, that's one of my favorite shows. I don't know. I get really locked in on that show. You guys ever see that, or am I the only one?
What show's that?
Dual Survivors.
No, never seen
No, never.
What do you watch? Naked and Afraid?
No.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
All that.
We just got done watching Sophia.
Doc McStuffin's here.
I got you.
Yes, same. Oh, no, it was Doc. That's right. It was Doc.
I was watching Wheel of Fortune, which is a Disney week this week.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
They're giving away
that's
trips.
right. I forgot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's because it's on the ABC channel, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. All right.